Operation Epic Fury.
Gary Franchi here reporting from outside the West Wing, where President Trump just dropped a bombshell on every single one of our so-called allies. NATO, not the only freeloaders. South Korea, Japan, Australia. Trump just called them all out. And what he said about Kim Jong-un and what he's prepared to do to Iran, you need to hear this for yourself. Now, here's why this matters to you. Every single day, your tax dollars, your hard-earned money, is paying for 50,000 American soldiers in Japan, 45,000 in South Korea, tens of thousands more scattered across the globe, protecting countries that won't lift a finger when America needs help. For decades, the establishment told us this was just the cost of being a superpower, that we had to be the world's piggy bank and police force. Well, President Trump is saying no more, and he's not just talking. He's showing the world what happens when you mess with America. The Iran situation proves it. This is the America First doctrine in action, and our allies better wake up, because the free ride is over. Now, while President Trump is putting America first on the world stage, let me tell you about something that's been putting me first when it comes to my health. You see, the president just called out every freeloader riding on America's back: South Korea, Japan, Australia, NATO. He's done carrying dead weight. I take the same approach with my health. I'm done carrying around brain fog, joint pain, and low energy. That's why I take C60 Evo. This Nobel Prize winning molecule made lab animals live 90% longer. My brain fog gone, joint pain eliminated. My energy feels like I'm back in my 20s. It's 172 times more powerful than vitamin C, made in a Houston lab for years. Now, when I need to be sharp and reporting from the White House every single day, C60 Evo is what keeps me going. Visit c60evo.com/NNN and use code NNN for exclusive savings. Stop carrying dead weight and act now. Let's get back to what Trump just unleashed on the world stage. So President Trump, he was speaking and he did not hold back. He went down the list: NATO, South Korea, Australia, Japan, one by one, calling out every country that's been riding on America's back. Then he dropped some truth bombs about Kim Jong-un that the mainstream media will never show you. And I'm going to show you exactly what happened, because I was there in the room. This first clip is fire. President Trump goes through our allies one by one: South Korea, Australia, Japan, and what he says about Kim Jong-un and how he treated Biden versus how he treats Trump. You're going to want to see this. Watch.
Think of it. And it's not just NATO. You know who else didn't help us? South Korea didn't help us. You know who else didn't help us? Australia didn't help us. You know who else didn't help us? Japan. We've got 50,000 soldiers in Japan to protect them from North Korea. We have 45,000 soldiers in South Korea to protect us from Kim Jong-un, who I get along with very well, as you know. Do you notice he said very nice things about me? He used to call Joe Biden a mentally retarded person, okay? So don't tell me about your stuff. Joe Biden, he said he's a mentally retarded person. He was so nasty to Joe Biden. It was terrible. But to me, he likes Trump. And do you notice how nice things are with North Korea? It's very nice. But we have...
Did you catch that? Kim Jong-un called Joe Biden, and I quote, a mentally retarded person. Those are the words of the North Korean dictator that he used for our former president. But Trump, he likes Trump. And notice how nice things are with North Korea are right now. You see, that's called respect, folks. But Trump wasn't done. He's also demanding something from our so-called partners that changes everything. This next moment, it's short, but it's powerful. The president laying down the law of what he demands. Not what the globalists want, not what the UN wants, what's acceptable to him. Watch this.
We have to have a deal that's acceptable to me. And part of that deal is going to be, we want free traffic of oil and everything else.
A deal that's acceptable to me. Free traffic of oil and everything else. That's a president who knows America holds all the cards. We have the leverage, we have the power, and Trump is finally using it. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Trump explains why we have all this leverage. This next clip, President Trump goes deep on North Korea. 45,000 American soldiers in harm's way, nuclear weapons that should have never existed. He calls out a past president without naming names. You need to hear this. Watch.
We have 45,000 soldiers in South Korea to protect us from Kim Jong-un, who I get along with very well, as you know. Do you notice he said very nice things about me? He used to call Joe Biden a mentally retarded person, okay? So don't tell me about your stuff. Joe Biden, he said he's a mentally retarded person. He was so nasty to Joe Biden. It was terrible. But to me, he likes Trump. And do you notice how nice things are with North Korea? It's very nice. But we have 45,000 people, soldiers, in harm's way in right next to Kim Jong-un with a lot of nuclear weapons. 45, which should have never happened if a certain president, I'm not going to mention this president because I happen to like him, believe it or not, but if a certain president did his job, Kim Jong-un would not have nuclear weapons right now. But they're all afraid to do their job properly.
45,000 American soldiers right next to a nuclear-armed Kim Jong-un, and Trump said it plain, if a certain president did his job, North Korea wouldn't have nukes. Everyone knows who he's talking about. The establishment failed America for decades, and Trump now is cleaning up their mess. And speaking of cleaning up messes, what Trump just revealed about Iran will make your jaw drop. This final clip is the one that should terrify every enemy of America. Trump reveals the full military capability we have against Iran, bridges, power plants, complete destruction. And he tells the story of what happened when Iran tried to break the deal. Watch.
We have a plan, because of the power of our military, where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again. I mean, complete demolition by 12 o'clock. And it'll happen over a period of 4 hours if we wanted to. We don't want that to happen. We may even get involved with helping them rebuild their nation. And you know what? If that's the case, the last thing we want to do is start with power plants, which are among the most expensive things, and bridges. You saw the bridge. The bridge went. We were very close to a deal. And then I got a call from Mr. Witkoff, Mr. Kushner, and JD saying, I think they're breaking the deal. I said, tell them that's okay. Don't worry about it. But tell them to look out their window and watch. And within 45 minutes, I gave the order to knock out the biggest bridge. I gave the order, knock out the biggest bridge in, I believe, the Middle East, but the biggest bridge in Iran. And within 10 minutes after I gave that order, that bridge was over. So do I want to do that? No. Do I want to destroy their infrastructure? No. It will take them 100 years to rebuild. Right now, if we left today, it would take them 20 years to rebuild their country, and it would never be as good as it was. And the only way they're going to be able to rebuild their country is to utilize the genius of the United States of America.
Every bridge decimated, every power plant destroyed, 4 hours, that's all it would take. And when Iran tried to break the deal, Trump gave the order, and within 10 minutes, the biggest bridge in Iran was gone. That's not a threat, that's a promise backed by action. This is what peace through strength looks like. Now I'm going to tell you what all of this really means for America. You see, this is the Trump doctrine on full display. Our allies in NATO, South Korea, Japan, Australia, they've been freeloading for decades. Well, American taxpayers, that's you, foot the bill. Our enemies, like Kim Jong-un, they respect strength and they respect Trump. And nations like Iran, they now understand that when President Trump draws a red line, it's not like Obama's red line. It's not like Biden's weakness. It's a promise. Bridges fall, power plants burn in America. America's back as the most feared and respected nation on earth. So President Trump's doing exactly what he promised. He's putting America first. No more endless handouts to ungrateful allies. No more weakness that invites aggression. No more apology tours. This is what leadership looks like. This is what the American people voted for twice. So if this video opened your eyes, share it. The mainstream media will never show you this. They'll never tell you the truth about how Trump is reshaping the world order in America's favor. And hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, leave a comment telling me what you think about our freeloading allies. I'm Gary Franchi outside the West Wing. Stay informed, stay free, and as always, God bless America.
The system controls information. Information control is power. They don't want you to see this. The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.